An echo. I don't have an echo.
Not anymore?
No.
Oh, that must have been, I was trying to
Alright,
record,
let's see.
and I guess it's doing
Let's
something
see, it's
weird
gonna
where
be...
what I hear is going through my mic.
Okay.
So I'll stop the record there, and we'll just go off of yours.
All right. So we have
And I'll play a hand knight.
3 meditates. I think the echo might be going through. All right. So I'm just gonna.
So it wasn't through my broadcaster?
It might not be.
Okay, I'll throw that drum back up. Um, I could also disable my sound inside of tabletop and just go off of your stream sound, but then I'll be delayed, so I don't think that's gonna be the best.
Yeah. I mean that's all right. That's
Cool.
what I did. I just got rid of my sound on the on tabletop simulator. Um. So this is pretty much a mirror match. We've got.
And side action.
Oh, I
Zoth.
am hearing it through your mic.
Okay, let
Yeah.
me see if I can figure this out. How do I disable voice in this guy? Disable voice is not disabling them, is it? Oh, it does. Okay, I disabled it. That should be good to go. No more echo?
No, I don't think so. No.
Do you hear yourself? That's my only concern.
No, I don't hear myself.
Okay, good.
I'll go hidden power.
Alright, so we're good to go. Jessa versus Jessa. There was 3 Jessas in
And
this tournament
exhaust your
out of
leap.
7 players, so
Yeah, I was actually really surprised. I was expecting to see more Rins.
yeah.
Um,
No Rins actually, 0.
yeah, I think
Um,
I think everybody's all rinned out.
it feels like cheating when you play Rin now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I mean, there's 3 Jessas in the tournament, and 3 Jessas made it to the top 4. Um, so she's still strong.
Yeah, she's still pretty good. I feel like she's not as fast as she or as effective as she used to be though. You know,
Right.
I who was it? I was watching Noah uh, versus Jessa versus Christian's Jessa, and
Alright, I'll play fear on the bear.
even though
Ooh.
Christian had
And
so
spend a
much
die for
more.
screens.
Ooh, look at this control going on.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so there's a regress on the Hammer Knight and a fear on the bear.
Actually,
Nice.
no, I won't. No screens.
But yeah, even though Christian had so much more, he just Noah's
Christian
strong.
still had more dice at the end of the first round.
Side action, I'll exhaust.
Noah still pulled
a
through
die.
at the end of the game. You know.
Your turn.
Yeah, Noah's strong, right? I mean, Noah needed bears, with bears making Noah so good. Just that one card. It's interesting to me how one card could take a Phoenix born like Noah, who wasn't really seeing a lot of play, and then make him top tier.
Yes, that really surprised me.
And the fact that bears is such a good card means that Noah being able to lock down a card with shadow target is better, and then Noah having a strong unit to play out and pressure his opponent
Mm-hmm.
through bear. It's crazy. It's pretty exciting actually, because that means that in theory you could do similar things with other Phoenixborn,
Yep.
Meditate.
and bring them back by just releasing a single card. That's pretty cool.
You play the hammer knight.
So we got Hammer Knights and Fears flying back and forth.
It's intense.
And then
I don't know.
attack.
I don't know how I feel about regress though. I don't know how I feel about having.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Because there it let him basically kill Hammer Knight with Hammer Knight
Mhm.
and not lose Hammer Knight, right? So Nick was able to kill Tim's Hammer Knight without losing his own,
Pass as well.
and it cost him 2 dice to do that. That's okay. That's not bad. Right? I mean, killing a Hammer Knight with 2 dice is still pretty good.
Yeah. That's true. Um.
So we got, man, not the first round. It was just blowing up, blowing up, blowing up. I watched earlier a game with I think it was Tim and Christian, and Tim ended up playing Hammer Knight like 3 times or something. So someone, I forgot which game it was. Someone ended up playing Hammer Knight 3 times. It was Tim because Christian had sleight of hand, and he drew into a second fear,
All right. Good
Um,
to go whenever you're ready.
and so he feared the Hammer Knight, feared it again, and Tim
Yep.
just paid 9 dice basically to play a Hammer Knight that turn. It was crazy. But then Tim also drew his second fear, and Tim actually drew his second and third fear in the second hand.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was just crazy. Units were just flying off the table. Ooh, speaking of which,
There's the other Hammer Knight.
there's another Hammer Knight. Yeah, Tim had also played all 3 Hammer Knights that game by the 3rd round, in addition to the 2 fears. Pretty fun stuff. It's such a good unit. Such a good ally.
It's
All right. We'll
certainly
drop a
is
poison.
one of the best.
Ooh, a poison. So I like the flavor text on Hammer Knight. They
And
pummeled the
side
Chimera.
action.
Now they'll pummel
Some
you.
meditating.
That kind of answers a question. I guess regular people that are empowered by Phoenixborn can kill Chimera.
So this is really good for Nick right now.
I think Nick was going to take the 4 anyway. I think he was going to elect to take the damage either way.
But I feel like he didn't really have to. You know, it's something that he could have
And I will
bringing back the EV, putting out the EV.
summon a
He
bear.
could still bring back another EV.
Well, the Hammer Knight could swing at Hammer Knight. At least that's what I would have done as Tim.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Because the Hammer Knight's going to die anyway. I might as well take another Hammer Knight with it.
Yeah.
And I believe Nick would have just elected to take 4, like as he did already. So maybe net. It's okay. Maybe he's trying to low play that EV. Fire Archer? Yeah. Yeah, he needed to swing with the Hammer Knight.
Okay.
I think I would have swung with the Hammer Knight at the bear and
Yes.
Aftershock, the other Hammer Knight,
And I
Frog
will
Pin.
spend a die.
Just because I either get 4 damage in, or I kill a bear and a Hammer Knight.
That's true. Especially if the Hammer Knight's gonna go anyway. Now
Okay.
that we know.
And now we know, right? I'd say. Yeah, Fire
Play
Archer on
Fire
his.
Archer and ping
Is
yours.
he gonna scream? Yep.
Spend a die for
No
screams.
hidden power.
Yeah.
Jessa games are
And,
tricky. They can always scream in for that damage.
Yeah.
No side.
Crimson Bomber. Oof. Ooh. So I thought Nick was in a good position at the start of the round, but
See, I keep going back to the Hammer Knight play, or the whether the Hammer Knight should have attacked or not. And I think even if Tim had attacked his Hammer Knight, he would have been better off just having the Hammer Knight trade, and then aftershocking Bear.
The bear
So then, while he has the EV out, he can take care
block
of
the bear. Yeah, he can start
He can
putting
start putting
pressure
more
on the
pressure
bear,
Yep.
and then block if he needs to with the EV. Saves himself 4 life. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I guess 3 life because the EV has to come back.
Let's
I think he's
see.
gonna put the EV back anyway. I think, yeah, either way, not being able to attack with his own Hammer Knight or to deal damage with his own Hammer Knight has tilted this round in favor of Tim.
Yeah.
Tim played that very close to chess, though. He played it well. He aftershocked, said, "Oh, you don't have to worry about that Hammer Knight. It's okay," and then frog die ping Archer for 2 surprise damage.
Yep. Um,
Sorry about this.
A lot of thinking going on here.
You have something probably terrifying in your head.
Nick's considering his options.
what do you think? I think right now.
Maybe net. It's okay. Maybe he's trying to low play that EV. Fire Archer? Yeah. Yeah, he needed to swim with the Hammer Knight.
We will refrain from speaking.
Okay.
I think I would have swung with the Hammer Knight at the bear and
Yes.
aftershock the other Hammer Knight,
And I
frog
will
pin.
spend a die.
Just because I either get 4 damage in or I kill a bear and a Hammer Knight.
That's true. Especially if the Hammer Knight's gonna go anyway. Now
Okay.
that we know.
And now we know, right? Hindsight. Yeah, Fire Archer
Play
on
Fire
his.
Archer and ping
Is
yours.
he gonna scream? Yep.
Spend a die for
No
screams.
hidden power.
Archery boys.
Yeah.
Jessa games are
And,
tricky. They can always scream in for that damage.
Yeah.
No side.
It's Crimson Bomber.
Bummer.
Oof. Ooh. So I thought Nick was in a good position at the start of the round, but
See, I keep going back to the Hammer Knight play, or the whether the Hammer Knight should have attacked or not. And I think even if Tim had attacked his Hammer Knight, he would have been better off just having the Hammer Knight trade, and then aftershocking Bear.
the bear
So then, while he has the EV out, he can take care
block
of
the
the
bear. Yeah. He can start
He can
putting
start putting
pressure
more
on the
pressure
bear
Yep.
and then block if he needs to with the EV. Saves himself 4 life, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I guess 3 life because the EV has to come back.
Let's
I think he's
see.
gonna put the EV back anyway. I think, yeah, either way, not being able to attack with his own Hammer Knight or to deal damage with his own Hammer Knight has tilted this round in favor of Tim.
Yeah.
Tim played that very close to chess, though. He played it well. He aftershocked, said, "Oh, you don't have to worry about that Hammer Knight. It's okay." And then Frog Die Ping Archer for 2 surprise damage.
Yep. Um,
Sorry about this.
A lot of thinking going on here.
You have something probably terrifying in your hand.
Nick's considering his options.
what do you think? I think right now,
I think he's gonna pull EV back.
I'm going to meditate.
Oh, he's gonna mad. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know.
see, he
I-
has the EV in his graveyard. He could take it back
And
at any
pass.
And
point.
play it. I really thought he was going to bring back the EV and then ooh, fear.
Ooh,
That's rough. Really tilts it in Tim's favor.
yes.
I thought he was gonna bring back EV, play her, and then say go ahead. Ah, he wanted to play another Fire Archer.
Fire Archer.
So he actually
Thing.
passed. That means Nick just meditated and passed last round.
Yeah. Yep.
He kind of did the same thing that Tim did to him. He did a surprise ping. Tim thought, no way my bomber can die.
I guess
I'll
I-
fear the bear, so I can get him some damage.
Yeah, Jessa.
And Nick
Blocking counter.
said, I'll do the same thing you did to me. Frog die ping, fire archer, kill your bomber. Here, a bear eats an archer. And then swing
Attack.
for 1. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Look at this board. This board started with 1 unit on it. At the end of the first round, at the end of the second
That's
round, there's only
beautiful.
2 units on it. That's crazy. They're killing things back and forth.
Oh yeah.
That's exciting. Those things are blowing up.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
So we're going into round 3, and this is such an even match right now.
I'll Fire Archer and Ping. That was a pretty good draw. And
Another art. That's all 3.
Roll.
Wow. Again. The 1-2.
You have first reaction.
And
Bam.
Screams.
That's. And then 1 for screams. Wow.
And a final cry.
Oh, reaction. Final
Face.
cry.
Yeah, final cry you.
2 to the face.
All right. Your turn.
Where's that Mist Typhoon? 100 blades. Splash 100 blades. Man, I wish I could splash 100 blades. It'd be a sweet card.
That'd be
One-
that'd be very interesting if 100 blades was available to anybody.
I mean, it's pretty
Basic.
good. It's 2 basic. You draw a card, you deal 1 damage to the Phoenixborn, and you deal 1 damage to all the units.
Yeah.
So it's quite efficient.
Meditate 5.
Okay.
Meditating 5.
Wow.
At this point, he can afford it though.
You got an
'cause-
EV.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't.
Archer.
There's the
Fire
fire
Archer.
archer.
Fire Archers.
It's gonna kill another archer and screams. Yep.
Yep.
It was a close game. It was good.
It is very close.
All those frog dice, Nick's gotta be worried. He's gotta be thinking,
Identical boards though.
2 molten golds coming
Oh,
at
yeah.
me.
Oh yeah.
Must be playing some pretty good decks. Okay, let's see. EV
Violinist, some protection.
and meditate.
Maybe Nick's afraid to grab his EV at this point back for the 1 damage, but I don't think he should be. Okay. There he goes. That's his 3rd one.
Yep. But that's the thing, though. That's
He's gonna keep meditating to get him back.
that's why I feel like he shouldn't
And
have
spend a
taken that
die.
damage from the Hammer Knight.
Ping
Yeah,
and spend a die for
I think you're
screams.
right. He deals another, kills an archer and screams away.
Yeah.
This is just, look at this removal, man. That's like tit for tat.
Oh yeah.
Bear's coming out. Nick's not, or Tim's not afraid of the exhaustion anymore now that Nick's gotten rid of his last illusion.
Right.
And
Which is something that I found
Yep.
really interesting. In the previous games, when I
just
was
meditated those 2 goats.
casting for
Yes.
Elliot, he's playing a Noah with 2 illusion, and there were a lot of times that I thought he should have meditated his illusion into power dice, so that way he could really put pressure on the opponent and try to get them to go on tilt. But
Yeah, I don't think Elliot has a lot of practice playing that exhaustion strat as much. I know he had illusion in his in the deck he took the Tulsa, but I believe he was using that more so for things like hidden power for more dice and pretty much more for dice advantage than anything else.
yeah,
So I don't know if he has the, because you're right. You don't. The power of illusion is that you don't even have to use the wolves, but by having them there meditated, you force your opponent to play as if you would use them, right?
Right.
Because they can't take the risk. If they want to play something, they can't say, "Well, I can't take the risk that he's not gonna use it." So if they want to play something that costs the nature, if they want to play something that costs the nature, they only have 2 nature dice. They gotta kind of decide there. If they have 2 things to play, they know they can only play 1.
Frog and archer.
If you don't meditate to wolves, though, then they have the option of playing both, right?
yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
Is-
final cry.
Me or bear?
Because they know you can't stop them. Whereas just having the
We'll go
wolves
bear.
there makes it so that if they have 2 nature dice and have 2 nature cost, they have to play 1 right away, and just because they know they're gonna lose the other one.
right.
It's tricky.
Okay,
It's
side
tricky.
action.
No, I agree.
King the
I
bear.
agree. This is very interesting. Because right now it seems like
And screams.
most of
main
the damage
action,
that
attack
he's trying to
for 1.
get through is
Screams.
from screams.
He's still got a bear he can summon.
Yep.
But the thing is, Tim is holding on to Hammer Knight
Side action, lose 1 to grab EV, main action.
mana. What does he grab? Violinist. Blazer. Oh, he is gonna go for the violinist clear.
Alright, side action. I'll
the
meditate.
bear.
Card from hand.
Ooh. There's a meditation from hand. And a bear summon.
Main action bear.
This game is going back and forth, man.
It
The
is.
second round definitely went to Tim, but this round is in Nick's favor for sure.
So seriously, what the rest of my deck looks like. Oh dear. Alright.
I think he's gonna try to
Well-
even it out. Tim is definitely gonna try to even it out. If he is holding on to a molten gold, he will. Yep, there's the molten gold.
Oh, I'm surprised. See, I don't know if I would have
Oh.
gone for the face. I would have gone for the bear.
Yeah, try to get the damage down to even. You know, 9 to 9.
All right, I'll have the bear.
Yeah, 9
attack
to 10,
EV.
and no, only an EV versus an EV.
Counter.
Yep.
Well, actually, it would have been in his favor if he molten golds the bear there.
Inside.
He can swing with EV, and it comes down to 8 life versus 10 life. Maybe
Yeah.
he's holding on to 2 more molten golds, and he says, "I can win this in 2 turns."
Ah, yeah. That could change
The-
things.
The bear doesn't
Um,
recover. You gotta let him.
Here, I'll let him know. Bear didn't. Oh, there we go.
Thanks,
Yeah, I
sorry.
was thinking Hammer Knight, probably. um. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, if he's holding on to 2 moltens, though, he's probably thinking,
Me either.
I got 2 more moltens in hand. If I molten now, I can just burn him out.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have 2 moltens because he just dropped the choke. I don't know. I think melting that bear down with the golds, just making a golden bear, is safer. Because then you have EV versus EV. You checking discards?
All right.
EV versus
ready when you
EV
Yeah.
and 10 versus 8 life.
2 cards left.
I don't know if the 2 extra damage is worth.
So here's the thing. Nick. So Tim has 2 Mongols already in his discard pile.
Yeah. Then I definitely would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the better play would have definitely been Mongol the bear and attack with the EV. 'Cause
Yeah.
Then he keeps an EV. He has an EV on the board for defense, and he has an EV just in case something comes out.
And he can swing with the EV still for a damage. So
Right, yep.
he only gains 2 more damage directly on that.
Yeah. So do you have a 2-point lead? It would only be a 2-point lead rather than a 4-point lead. However, at this point, it's so close, and Nick only has 2 cards in his discard pile left.
In his
Or
deck?
In his deck, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
really close. Nick's out of fire archers, so this bear's gonna have to be dealt with in a different manner.
Right.
This is close.
It is very close. Nick actually does not have any Molten Golds in his discard pile.
Oh,
So
so is he gonna molten gold the bear? He sees that Tim did not meditate, so probably because his deck's running low. How many cards does Tim have left? Let's see. He's got 6. Well, he had 7, but now he's down to
he's down
3.
to he's down to 3.
And
Depending
yeah,
on
I
what he
thought he would
meditates.
meditate. He's got another molten, and he's probably got final cry,
You saw the button.
which is a lot of damage. I think
I don't know
if
where
I
the
were
turn marker went.
Nick, I think if I had molten, I molten that bear.
Oh, it's
All right,
probably
I got one now.
You can't let that bear swing, because if that bear swings,
Once
it's
the
taking
under-
something with it,
piles.
and you're getting screamed at.
Yeah.
So you gotta kill the bear now. I think you molten the bear and you
Okay.
screams for 1.
Yep.
I just grabbed a new one, so.
Even if he's got final cry, you have to grin and bear it. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Ha.
Here.
But the problem is, you said he's got 2 cards in deck,
He has 2 cards in deck left,
so
and Tim has 3.
he can't even meditate for molten easily
Yeah.
at this point. He's gonna have to either bite those last 2 cards in deck or bite 2 from hand. Either way, it's not a good spot for him because at least he can get a bear out still, but he's not. Oh, that's much
Gotta be
better than
here.
molten golding a bear.
And a die for screams.
That's much better.
Let me think about a side.
So if we looked at the discard now for Nick, we should be able to tell what he's got left. Because 2 cards left in deck, 4 in hand, pretty much seeing all the cards he's got to play.
No side.
You can assume You can assume what's left in deck. It's very similar for situation for Tim there.
Yeah.
It's gone.
So
Okay.
it looks like there he has no more fears. Nick has used up all his fears, his hidden powers. He only has 2 Hammer Knights in the grave, in the discard pile. So he could be holding on to a Hammer Knight.
Hey, see, just so you know, on your stream, I think your pop-up, your search, is partially blocked by your overlay.
Oh, that's alright. They don't need to know anyway.
And he's put it more centered.
I'm going to
Oh, you can't center it, I guess, because
Um,
use one.
Here,
of
hold
those
on. I
to
can
play it.
I can center it. I think.
Okay.
Wait.
So-
Never mind.
Once my deck, once my
Tim is inspecting his own discard as well. He's trying to see what he's got. He realizes that, hey, I know exactly what's left in my deck.
Yeah.
If I look at this.
So right now,
Yeah.
right now it looks like Tim does have another fear, and he does have another. Oh, he pulls back the EV.
Pulls back EV. Pulls back EV.
I use the side enemy, so it's your turn. Oh wait, we need seeding. Oh, I can't use the button until seeding, but
I see he's got 2 finals in discard at least, so I
Okay.
don't know. There's a Widow's in there. This is interesting. I'm gonna take a color as well. Sorry. So we got what? All the fears are gone. Nick's got final cries left somewhere. And he's got
Okay. I'm thinking.
maybe a Hammer Knight. And who knows what else. There's a lot of sprinklings of one-ofs in here, so it's tough to say what the rest is. No hidden powers. Whereas Tim has definitely a Molten. Definitely
I'll
maybe a
have
final.
The bear attack the EV.
So Nick elects to swing with that bear.
alright. Now what?
This is interesting.
I'm thinking.
The fact that Tim grabbed EV from discard and played her tells me that he has no other blocking options in his hand.
Yeah. I think right now he's running out of options. He's probably. I almost feel like he is trying to get
Okay,
the
EV's gonna.
Mongold and into Mongold and Final Cry range.
Right. And so he's gonna Molten Gold now. Or not Molten Gold, I mean Final Cry now.
There's the Final Cry.
Cry for you.
That's 2.
On the face.
He does direct. And I think Nick wants to pay for Screams.
And
Yeah.
I'm doing a
He knows he's got all his hidden powers gone, so he's gonna go direct.
screams.
So I think what Tim's play this round is to try and
I'm thinking
survive.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to get that Molten Gold damage in, and he's gonna say, "You can't, Nick. You can't play anything. You can't play more than 1 card, or you're gonna take a damage, and you're gonna die from draw. And you can't meditate more than 1 card, unless you meditate the Bear Book. I still think."
But at this point, if he's holding on to a Mongold, we said that Tim had 1 more Mongold, right? Or did he,
Mhm.
he have no more? So
It's 1 more.
if Tim has 1 more Mongold, that means that all he has to do is just kill the bear, and screams, and then Molten Gold.
Oh, you're right. He's got the frog dice.
But
He can do it.
also, yeah, he just needs to. He needs
So
1
that's
more
it.
turn to meditate. and that's all he needs to do right now.
Yeah, he should. Things are looking good for him.
I will do some meditating.
I think Nick does not summon another bear.
Give me the bear book. Oh god. Alright, well, I wonder what's going on.
Does not summon another bear. Hmm.
It's my turn.
And yeah,
Alright, so
I wonder
what I'm surprised
what he's thinking here.
Frog your bear and screams you.
Bear dies.
There's the final cry.
I'll final cry your
Final
face.
cry for 2. This is so
This
close.
is very close.
Main action.
So
Make sure I have this right.
Nick's got Molten. He can Molten and swing for 1, and that puts him. Oh!
Chant.
Oh, I guess there's no Molten Gold in that hand for Tim. Wow, I think Nick's regretting betting that bear book now.
He can get
He
him
could've
down to
s-
3, but
One
now
gold.
Gold yourself.
He's regretting betting that bear book at this point.
yeah.
Okay, I
Not
thought you
this
said
time.
own gold. I'm like, what?
It's wounds, so he can't stop it with Channel
Yeah.
Protection.
Right.
Meditate 1.
But
hit.
now
I think
he would
did we
need-
did we check his last
Oh
fear?
dear.
So he didn't have that fear in hand.
Druid.
Oh, he did have Molten.
No.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, there's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
wow!
Good game.
They both had
Let's just
they
play the
both
chant
had
first.
2 Moltens.
Wow.
They both had the Moltens to win in hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
So close.
What a good game.
Good game.
Wow.